What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
The pizza is aggressive.
Yeah, I tried the overlined lip thing and it looks like shit. You don't have to tell me how bad my lipstick looks today. I'll never do it again. I promise. We don't have to talk about it. So last night I was sent this video and I have a lot of feelings about it. At first I thought, wow, look, it's another MLM distributor crying about blah, blah, blah. But what really made me want to cover this particular situation are the comments that were left on this post to this woman. Because honestly, it's disgusting and I think it says a lot about multi-level marketing companies, the people who are in them. They want to always ask us, why do you spend so much time covering people in MLMs? It's like, because 9 times out of 10, they're just this kind of person. So this is also why I don't make my content for people who are already in MLMs, because they're just hard people to talk to most of the time. Maybe that's just my experience, but no, I seriously feel this way. So anyway, let's watch this video first and then we'll go through the comments and I'll explain what happened after we watch it.
Scentsy, you can do better. I've been with this company 5 years. I had $2,000 in pre-orders. This was gonna pay for my son's surgery. And I didn't get one. I didn't get one. I don't even know what I'm gonna do now. You should take care of us. The people that work hard for your company. The single parents. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. You should do better, Scentsy. You should take care of us.
So basically the backstory here, as I understand it, goes this way. So this woman is obviously a Scentsy distributor, and recently, she posted this 3 days ago. So Scentsy has a Disney collection, and they were just coming out with Lilo and Stitch merchandise. So it's a scent called Angel Experiment 624. And then it also came with scent packs, which I think are just like little smelly things that you put in drawers and stuff to keep things smelling fresh. And everything else on here is pre-order, so they have like a Stitch Scentsy warmer, like that you put the wax melts in, and then they also have Scentsy buddies, which it looks to be just like a stuffed animal that I presume smells good because you have the Scentsy scent pack or whatever. She said she had $2,000 in pre-order, which means in preparation for this product launch, she went around and literally made sales on items that were not yet released and that she could not guarantee purchase of because they were on pre-sale. I'm looking at these now and I'm wondering if the ones that are on pre-order are the ones that she was trying to order and now they're just like planning to do another drop. No matter what the products are, it doesn't matter. Is this kind of irresponsible behavior on her end? Yes, but this also is something that we hear a lot in MLMs. New product launches sell out so quick all the time, and most of the time it's because of the consultants wanting to get their hands on it, which has probably contributed to what happened here. However, what I was reading in the comments, some people were calling her a cheater because she was going to Facebook groups, like Disney fan groups, and taking pre-orders there, meaning she was being like, if any of you guys want me to put in your order as soon as it launches, give me money and I will order it for you. So, you know, that's a little predatory, but the one thing I can say about this situation is it's not like she's selling like healthcare or like making any crazy claims. Like, this is literally just like, hey, this Scentsy warmer looks like Stitch. Hey, Disney fans, who wants to buy it? And of course people did. And then she ended up with $2,000 and then was not able to actually place those orders. So now she is stuck with $2,000 she has to refund back to every single person she took money from, and now is upset because she was relying on the commission she was getting from that to pay for her child's surgery, which obviously is very sad. It's a situation that no one wants to be in. There's definitely personal responsibility on her end here because this is behavior that is not safe for anyone to do, but MLMs push it all the time. Anyway, but I do want to read these comments because basically what happened is a bunch of Scentsy consultants took over her comment section saying horrible things. And it really speaks to the toxicity that we see in multi-level marketing companies. This kind of stuff is happening behind the scenes all the time, as well as, you know, in the public eye. This comment that has 255 likes on it says, I'm embarrassed for you. Also here 6 years, and this here is victim mentality over products so popular they sell out. This is dishonest representation. I mean, I like to say this a lot. People who are in multi-level marketing companies companies are victims. They're victims of a lot of different things. They're victims of love bombing. They're victims of manipulation. A lot of times they're victims of financial distress, things like that. Often emotional abuse. And I feel like this is kind of a thing here too. Like, I guess to someone from the outside, we'd be like, you're crying because you couldn't put in an order, like, oh, poor you, playing the victim. But it goes deeper than that. And if she's been in this for 5 years, she's kind of mentally conditioned to be this way at this point. This isn't victim mentality. This is victimhood. This is what we're looking at here. This is a victim of a multi-level marketing company. Now, with that being said, she has been going through and liking some comments from us anti-MLMers. Essentially, we're the ones giving her support, just like, yeah, you're a victim of a multi-level marketing company. I'm sorry this happened to you, basically. There are thoughts that maybe she might leave the company, but again, to me, from the outside, I'm just like, why would you stay after this experience? But she might. Sunk cost fallacy, too. She's already spent so much time and money in this company that it's like jumping ship right now doesn't sound like a plausible option for her, I'm sure. This person says, so what were you planning on doing last week before you knew Stitch was coming? Essentially calling her like a liar for how to pay for her son's surgery. But to me, that shouldn't matter.
What, Bubby? Oh no, oh no.
I've been trying to get him to nap like for an hour so I could film it. Just didn't last very long. Anyway, I think it's a matter of, you know, maybe she was struggling trying to find a way that she was gonna pay for this surgery for her son, and then this opportunity came along and she went hard at it. First of all, her upline told her to, and she talks about this later on. I'll see if I can find her response, that she was saying, my upline was telling us to do that. She could have taken it as a sign and been like, oh, this is the way I'm going to pay for my son's surgery. I need to go hard at this so I have the money to pay for it, you know? It could have been a godsend for her. Why does it matter what she was planning on doing a week before? The next comment with 62 likes says, you should be faster knowing this always happens. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, again, victim blaming. They're not blaming Scentsy. They're not blaming the super shit-tacular business structure. They're not blaming the toxic atmosphere that MLMs obviously promote. They're blaming her. Oh, you should have been faster. And she did reply to this one in video form, but on the desktop, I can't see any of her video responses. But basically, she said, oh, I was in line like right away. She said she had her cart ready and then the cart glitched and emptied her cart. And then when she went back to put everything back in the cart, everything was sold out. It was like just a quick split-second thing. This person, oh my god, this one makes me so mad. Not cool to go viral bashing an amazing company. I have a whole team that couldn't get most of theirs in, but Scentsy does try to get it right. I cannot believe the amount of people who try to defend, I mean, any like multi-million-dollar company, if not billion-dollar company. I don't know what Scentsy's qualified as, but none of these companies have your best interests at heart. None of these companies care about you as a person. None of these companies care that she needed this pre-sale money to pay for her son's surgery. They don't care. They don't care about any of that. But also, she's not bashing Scentsy. She's making a request to Scentsy to do better, you know? My response to that is, it will never happen. These companies will never get better. These companies, by nature, are set up to be manipulative. And while I understand that, like, when you have big product launches, and not just with Scentsy, I mean, look, for fuck's sake, look at Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson when they had their palette release. They broke the internet, pretty much. And Jeffree Star's rich as fuck. He can afford to get all the best servers on the internet. And even then, like, it doesn't matter. When there's high volume of traffic going to a website and all kind of trying to do the same thing, shit crashes, shit glitches. That happens all the time. That's not necessarily Scentsy's fault. And I don't even know exactly how it works, but I know, like, at a certain point, you just cannot house that kind of traffic. So that's not necessarily Scentsy's fault, but it's also not her fault for not going fast enough. Anyway, bashing an amazing company, this is stupid. She's clearly not bashing a company. She's sitting here crying. She's upset. She is having an emotional response. See, that's another thing that's going on here, is that people are literally like trying to shut down her emotions. The commission off of 2,000 is 500. Maybe you should do better as a consultant and not rely on a pre-sale of an item that historically sells out. Oh, okay. Do better in an MLM. Just do better. Just close your eyes and try to imagine yourself doing better. What do you want her to do? The secret? She wanted to practice the secret. Manifest that you're doing better. And then boom, maybe you will. And if you don't, you're not trying hard enough in your mind. I swear to God. Again, do I think she made a mistake here? Yeah, I think she did. I think she should not have taken that much money for a product that was not guaranteed that she'd be able to get. And this is not the first time I've heard of new product release from Scentsy, or any MLM for that matter, selling out like that. Like when I was with Lime Life, they kept selling out of their foundations over and over and over again. They would release it and then all the consultants would go buy it. And then none of the customers could get it. And then it was just like a whole cycle where they'd be like, okay, we're coming out with more in another month. And then, yeah, I mean, same thing. And that makes me wonder, and I know that there's proof of this happening in a lot of companies, not just MLMs, but like companies will release a limited number of whatever product and then be like, oh, it's sold out, sorry. And then they'll like re-release it in another month to get the hype up, you know, be like, oh, this product sold out because it's that good. Now here it comes, it's coming back because you all liked it so much. Like, but it's all part of their plan, you know? And I think it's just to build up hype, build up marketing and stuff like that. I mean, it's a pretty good strategy if you ask me. I can see how that works with people. This commenter said, Scentsy does, in response to, do better, Scentsy. And she says, Scentsy does. Scentsy does do better. Good thing there's a second chance. Girl, stop bashing and start working. Don't just lean on LTOs. I'm assuming that means like limited time offers. Good thing there's a second chance. So yeah, they have all that shit out for pre-order again, but it says it's not coming out again until I think September and October is when they're being able to launch this Stitch Scentsy warmer again. But I would argue, you know, if she was able to collect $2,000 for a pre-sale, you're gonna say she wasn't working? Like, at least she put some effort into doing that, you know? And again, she's not bashing. She's just having an emotional response. This person says, we are independent consultants. It's not up to them to take care of you. They're doing a pre-order tomorrow. That's how they're taking care of you. Have you no heart or soul? And also, you're independent consultants. Are you admitting that this isn't your own business then? And you know what? It is up to Scentsy to take care of their people. I mean, just like it is any company's responsibility to take care of its employees, like how they have, you know, health insurance and 401ks or whatever. I know you don't get that shit with MLMs, but I mean, companies take responsibility of their employees all the time. MLMs don't, because they don't have to, because they're not employees, nor are they business owners. Again, these companies don't give a shit about you. This person just says, which I don't get, this should be private. You're just wanting money. This leaves me speechless. I don't understand how is making this video gonna make her any money? And of course she wants money. This is her form of income. I mean, I think somewhere she said that this is just a side hustle, but still, this is a form of income for her. Like, you don't join Scentsy without wanting to make money. You don't sign up to sell this shit and not want to make money. Like, you probably want money too, chick. So many people sell Scentsy now. It's really not a good business, just my opinion. I mean, this isn't a hate comment, but it's a pretty good observation. Market saturation is also a thing with these companies. Scentsy is not the only place that sells wax melts and warmers and shit. They'll say that their quality is better than anyone else, but I call bullshit on all of that. I've never really been a big fan of all the Scentsy things I've used. It's not any different than the stuff I've bought from Walmart, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. I have used Scentsy before. I have bought Scentsy before I was anti-MLM, of course. Yeah, it's not that great. And I think that's why the whole like ground level opportunity thing is pushed so much in new companies, because I mean, that's what it comes down to. If you get in first, you're gonna be more likely to succeed. This person says, oh god, nothing that happened yesterday was Scentsy's fault. The server crashed. It happens to everyone. They're doing a second chance sale too. I would say that like the technology part is not Scentsy's fault. What is Scentsy's fault is the way that they conduct these kind of pre-launches, the way they do the hype marketing, and the way they encourage this kind of business. It creates a super toxic atmosphere, and that is Scentsy's fault. The business structure in general just does this by nature. I didn't realize that Scentsy should take care of anyone. I feel like you should do better and not wait for limited hot items. Victim blaming, like, oh yeah, no, it's not working because you're not working. Like, I hate that excuse so much. And what do you mean you didn't realize that Scentsy should take care of anyone? They're literally a business that is paying people to make sales for them. I mean, giving people money is definitely a way of taking care of somebody. This person's interesting. I've been with Scentsy for 10 years. I understand the venting, but it's kind of like, come on, really? It's an MLM. What did you expect? This is maybe the closest I've ever seen a Hun get to self-awareness. So she realizes this after 10 years, but you know, she's still in the business, still out here defending Scentsy, so. 5 years with an incredible company and you trash them on TikTok. I hope everything works out for you. It seems like the only line of defense that these people have is, you're bashing this company, you're trashing on them, instead of actually like taking into context everything that she is saying. Like as if that's some kind of argument at all. It's not an argument, because first of all, that's not what she's doing, and second of all, even if that was what she's doing, it's like, okay, well, thanks for your observation, you know? Oh, here's the comment I was talking about earlier where she said, my uplines all urged us all to do this, and it's not okay. I will stand up for the thousands of people this happened to. The argument can be made that the uplines aren't Scentsy corporate. It's kind of risky to listen to an upline when they're telling you to do stuff like this because they are not on the inside of Scentsy. But here's the thing with that though, is that if she was taking pre-orders for this, her uplines aren't making money if she's not getting the products, you know? So that makes me think that the uplines also were manipulated into thinking that this was gonna work out in a money-making ploy for them. This isn't a hate comment, it's just interesting. This person says, oh honey, they don't care. I got scammed by a customer and Scentsy made me pay Scentsy back. Which, damn, that's super shitty, but also not unheard of. This person said, so we all had issues and we are able to do second orders. Sad ploy to get orders. They are better than other MLM. They're like literally sitting here trying to say that this chick is trying to get orders when she doesn't even have her link to her Scentsy page anywhere on this TikTok, although she might have it on her profile or something. No, she doesn't. Even her TikTok profile doesn't have her Scentsy link. Missed opportunity, if you ask me. You could probably Google it or something, but I don't think this chick is doing this to get orders. If she was, her Scentsy link would be all over the place. She's not doing this for sympathy. I don't think she even expected this many people to see it. She probably was just hoping that Scentsy would see it. This person says, why would you take customers' money without knowing if you could get the product? That's bad business. MLMs prey on women who don't know what they are doing. I don't necessarily believe with that last part. They just prey on people in general. There are men in MLMs too. I think there is a point to be made here. Like, yeah, why would you take the customer's money without knowing if you could get the product or not? It's not a good idea. I am not bashing anything and don't want a response, but you've been with them for 5 years. They take care of you. You get paid, free trips, etc. And she responded, free trips? Never once have I gotten anything extra because I don't recruit. Yeah, if you're gonna be in the top 1% of people who do get all those free incentives or whatever, you gotta recruit a team. Please tell me how MLMs are pyramid schemes and big chain stores are not. You've still got someone higher up making the big bucks while the daily. I'm not saying she isn't seeking attention, and sadly this happens in direct sales, but bashing companies that don't have a brick and mortar store makes sense. Some of us can't work outside the home, and these MLM/direct sale companies are what keeps my bills paid. We still provide a service. It's just in an unconventional way. How do these people not hear the words that are coming out of their mouth? Listen, chick, if you want to know how MLMs are pyramid schemes and Walmart isn't, read the FTC's website. They define what a pyramid scheme is pretty well. But long story short, Walmart doesn't have to recruit people to work for them and then pay them less than minimum wage. This person said, you're comparing the hierarchy of a company versus an MLM where you recruit people. Not the same thing. Yeah, very clearly not the same thing. People come to Walmart to work for them. People send in job applications and have to be interviewed. Scentsy reaches out to people and begs them to join. Yeah, it's not the same thing. Anyway, that's basically all I wanted to go over today. I just feel like this whole situation was so scummy, and I do feel bad for this lady. I mean, I definitely don't agree with her involvement in Scentsy, but like we've kind of spoken about here, she was probably manipulated. She is a victim. If she's having this kind of emotional response to not being able to place an order, then she's clearly drinking the Kool-Aid. She's in a mindset where she believed that taking pre-orders, taking money from people without having a product to give them immediately in return was the right thing to do, was the right way to progress her business. And clearly, anyone outside of an MLM company would be like, no, you probably should not do that. I mean, I know pre-orders exist in other fashions, but a legit company would regulate their pre-orders much better than this. So it sucks, and I hope that this chick uses this pain to get out of the company. Scentsy does not have her best interests at heart, point blank. I mean, no MLM company does. And with that being said, the people who are commenting on her TikTok posts should be ashamed of themselves. People want to sit and talk about how her video is making Scentsy look bad. You know what makes Scentsy look really bad, in my opinion? Are the comments. Are the people who are in that comment section telling her that it's her fault, blaming her, blaming a woman crying about not being able to afford her child's surgery despite the bad decisions she made to get to this point. Have a little compassion, dude. But these people are so quick to defend their company over the people who are making the company what it is in the first place. It's just gross. It's really sad. It's toxic behavior, and I wish it would stop. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video, and now let's thank my patrons and my members. The biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to to Julia Nieberdowski, Amanda McMahon, Turd Ferguson, Katrina Rosemarick, Elizabeth Wyatt, Eve Blondo, Karina Winman, Maria Burchett, Meredith Nakata, Molly Wasilewski, April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Erica Louder-Craddock, Evan Adler, Jerry Duncan, Justin Kelsey, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Laura Lynn Martin, Maddie Darley, Rachel McHenry, Samantha Jackson, and Tuesday the 13th. And to the rest of my wonderful patrons and my members, my baby's crying. I gotta cut this short, but thank you guys so much for being here and being you. I love you all so much. And also tomorrow I'm doing a live stream. I'm starting to do live streams every Friday night. So if you have anything you want me to go over on the live stream, send it over to me in a DM on Instagram, and I absolutely will be in my DMs looking for your submissions. Okay, keep making waves, babes. I'll smell you later. Mommy Tsunami out.